Good morning, students. I am Munsi Rasidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. Now, today we have to start a new topic with a new lesson, that is actually the gear drives. And we have already covered the another drive, that is cam drive. Now today we have to start a new chapter and new lesson, that is gear drives. So lot different types of gear can be discussed here with the different gear train process and gear train value. All the things can be discussed one by one with a new classes. Now let us start. What is, first of all, what is gear? So gear actually a special type of gear is a mechanical elements which is used to transmit torque and power from one shaft to another shaft. So gear is actually a mechanism. It will not work separately. When a gear mechanism will run, that means minimum two gears are in contact positions. That is actually a positive contact drive. And drive means a system are also engaged here. One member will be a driver and another member will be a driven member. So driver will first rotate, and from the from the input of the power source, and then due to inertia of the movement, the driven can also be moved by the help of the driver member. So that is actually the gear drive function. Now, so first of all, what is gear? So a gear is a rotating machine parts which have the cart teeth and mesh with another tooth part or transmit torque. And gear devices can change the speed, torque, and direction of a power source. The teeth on the two meshing gears all have the same shape, and on the other side, the gear almost always produce a change in torque, creating a mechanical advantage, and their gear ratio, and thus may be considered in a simple machine. And now, what is gear drive and how it will work? See, a gear is a tooth wheel which is actually the teeth cut on the periphery of a cylinder or a cone, and gear are mounted on the shaft with key, and key is actually the element which is used to connect the two separate body in some same alignment. There are two gears mounted, one on each on the driving, and the other will be the driven shaft. And the teeth of the one gear is meshed with the teeth of the another gear, and the rotation of the gear will cause the rotation of the other in the opposite direction. That means if one gear is rotated with clockwise direction, so obviously another gear means opposite gear will rotate in opposite direction, means anti-clockwise direction. And what are the advantages of gear drives? That is actually a positive drive, high transmission efficiency, high velocity possible, even up to the 60:1 ratio. Velocity ratio will remain constant throughout the whole process, and user for low, medium, and high power transmission. So it is actually used for the low, medium, and high power transmission system. And disadvantages of gear drive. So some advantage, maximum advantage can be calculated. and some disadvantage also be calculated. So the few disadvantages are: number one, the required lubrication. So high, as this is actually a moving particle, so moving body, so that means the wear and tear and fatigue, also be considered. So that's why the high level of lubrication is required. So at every high speed produce noise and vibration. Manufacturing of gear is very costly, high costly, and the large number of gear wheels in gear train increase the weight of the machine. And last point is not suitable for shaft having large center distance. That means the large center distance, for large center distance, the power and torque can be transmitted by the help of other drives, just like belt drive, rope drive, chain drive. But in gear drive cases, it cannot be happen properly if the distance will too long, because it is basically a positive contact drive, as it is not possible to transmission of any type of power or torque, as the two gear teeth cannot be meshed properly. The terms used in gear, that means the some technical term which is directly involved with the gear nomenclature. So that's why some terminology are also be considered. So first is pitch circle. Pitch circle means that is actually an imaginary circle which is used to draw the actual diameter. That means it is actually it is the diameter of the pitch circle, and basically it is counted on the imaginary circle type with some certain suitable angle, and from this pitch circle we have to draw that now teeth profile on each side of the gear. Now pitch circle diameter. So pitch circle diameter is actually the diameter of the pitch circle, and by definition is equal to the product of the module and the gear wheel, and the product of the module of a gear and the number of teeth, that is called pitch circle. And pressure angle obviously it is a imaginary angle which is used to draw the teeth profile with a standard mode. That standard mode may be vary, and that pressure angle is denoted by phi, and that angle is either in 14.5 degree full depth pressure angle or 20 degree full depth pressure angle. And circular pitch, it is measured along the pitch circle, and circular pitch is the distance between the two similar adjacent point of the teeth. That means PC is equal to pi into d by t. That is actually in the circular pitch. And module obviously it is also a ratio of the pitch circle diameter of the gear to the total number of teeth of the gear. That is called the pitch circle. And another point are also be there, that is actually missing from that slide, that is diametral pitch. Similar to that of the module, but diametral pitch is the reciprocal of module. That means it is actually the ratio of the total number of teeth of the gear to the pitch circle diameter of the gear. So that's why module diametral pitch dp is equal to 1 by m, where m is equal to module. That means 1 by t by d. That is the diametral pitch. Now this is the example, some pictorial view of some example of like spark gear, helical gear, bevel gear, and ohm gear. And types of gear. So we have discussed here for different types of gear. So just follow the different types of gear that we can discuss in the class. The following are the different types of gear, just like spark gear, helical gear, herringbone gear, that means double helical gear, rack and pinion, bevel gear, ohm or ohm gear. So different type of gear can be used for the discussion of this syllabus, but here one special type of gear are discussed, that is means herringbone gear, that means the double helical gear. Now each and every gear can be discussed one by one later on the upcoming classes. Now nomenclature of the spark gear. So that is actually the view of the teeth profile of a standard mode. That means here if you see the figure, that means the top of the teeth, that is known as the top land, and the face width is denoted on the top end to the starting point, and PCD is passing through the center of the teeth profile, that is pitch circle there, and the lowermost, and here another point is the addendum and dedendum. Addendum is actually the vertical distance from PCD to the uppermost point of the teeth face, that is called the addendum, and just oppositely dedendum is actually the distance between the PCD to the lowermost portion of the teeth profile, that is called the dedendum. And now tooth thickness is actually the space more tooth thickness is actually the length of the arc along the pitch circle between the two faces of the single tooth. And now the contact ratio, another point is there, the contact ratio, that means the number of pair of the teeth in the engagement at any instant is called the contact ratio. That means the number of pair of the teeth is engaged at any instant is called the contact ratio. And several type of various points can be discussed one by one as per the systems coming from the syllabus point of view. Tooth size. So tooth size, P is equal to N by D, M is equal to D by N, P is equal to pi D by N, that means the circular pitch, and where P is equal to diameter pitch, N, D, M, D, P, all the points that I already discussed here in the previous slides. Standard size with some pressure angle, I already explained that. And there are the two standard sides, one is 20-degree full depth and another is 14.5-degree full depth, but we can use for the designing of any type of gear that is 20-degree full depth, and on that perspective the formula will be as per the table that I given in the slide. Standard size of the tooth system, common pressure angle phi is equal to 20-degree and 25-degree. Old pressure angle 14.5-degree. So common face width 3p is less than the f and greater than less than f, and f is greater than 3p and less than 5p. So p is equal to pi by p, and so total equation will be 3 pi by p is f is greater than 3 pi by p and 5 pi by p less than the 5 pi by p. Conjugate angle. The forces are transmitted on the line of the axle, which is normal to the contacting surfaces. And angular velocity ratio is inversely proportional to the radius to the point, and that is called the pitch point. So omega 1 by omega 2 is equal to r2 by r1. And the circles drawn through P, which is fixed to the pivot circle and each with a pitch circle dia. Now, pitch circle radius or dia. Now, that is actually involute teeth profile. Involute teeth profile, the most common conjugate profile is called the involute teeth profile and can be generated by the unwrapping a string from a cylinder, keeping in the string with a tangent of the cylinder, and cylinder is called the circle is called the base circle. So base circle is the circle which is actually used to draw as a base member or base dimension for to draw the different type of teeth profile of a gear. So now for today's session we have already discussed what is gear drive, what are the advantages of gear drives, disadvantages of gear drives, gear nomenclature, gear terminology, and different types of teeth profile, etc. can be discussed in the today's class. Next class we will start with a new lesson and new topic. Thank you.